So this is one very interesting conundrum that this PlayStation fanboy is facing. Every single 20 seconds, they can't make up their minds if they can find anything to rebut, say, what Nintendo is doing. What's funny is I'm seeing a lot of these so-called PlayStation fans try to cling on to everything else as a rebuttal as to their argument of what Nintendo is doing wrong. Sure, as somebody who plays on PC, I already see all these console ecosystems as locked ecosystems. They're not providing much value for you because they want to keep you in there so they can upsell you and do whatever it is that they want, like sell you $10 upgrades and all of this stuff. And your options are very limited. Whereas if you move outside of their ecosystem, bring your own device, you call the shots. That's why we're, saying, you know what? If you're not satisfied where you are or you don't like their practices, go get a gaming PC. So this Tripster kid says Valve and Xbox have cheaper hardware than Nintendo too. But what's funny is that this person is basically some kind of a PlayStation fanboy, even followed by Tim Dog. So what's weird is this person has been seen many a times making fun of PC, making fun of Xbox, almost with brainless zeal. But somewhere, somehow, they hold it up as some kind of a meat shield to say, oh, well, see what Nintendo is doing over here. I know what's going on. This is some kind of a cognitive dissonance. This person does not realize that their so-called hatred of those platforms that they've exhibited in the near past, actually, it's not been too far. I guarantee if you probably go through the timeline, you're going to see something quite, mentally, that's been, put together by a mental gymnast. Their whole so-called hatred has been fomented by pretty much engagement farming, or there's just brain rot there that is designed to pretty much just spout nonsense. So now they actually are forced to engage thinking. You know what I mean? Like engage in thinking, because this same Steam Deck can be held up against the PlayStation Portal, and PC as a platform can be held up against PlayStation to decimate PlayStation and destroy all of that. In terms of things like paid online, paid upgrade paths. You see what I mean? Or play some PlayStation 4 games. All of the things that are being castigated here, right? Or the things that are highlighted here, in my opinion, I feel like they're problems that PlayStation has as well. And so when you hold up the Steam platform or the Steam Deck or a rando gaming PC against PlayStation on a mirror, you find out that PlayStation basically implodes. So what's going on here, to my shock, is that PlayStation fans are subverting almost all their arguments that they've been making in the last few months, including some of the talking heads. Crazy. Reforge came out, and when they were talking to him about the prices of games and quality, he said quality is subjective. It's in his most recent clip. I made a video about it. It was funny to hear him say that because I was like, bro, did this guy just literally undercut his argument? So this is something that is basically hopping through the minds of these folk, because many of them have pretty much followed a hive mind, framework. Very interesting stuff. Look at the comprehensive list of all of so a PlayStation fanboy is about to help me make a case for PC gaming. No, they're not about to help me. They literally have laid it out in this regard. Look at this. Because in their minds, and I'm not going to go ahead and even grace their points because these are arguments that we already have made and we know, but coming from him is almost too rich, but I think we can see some kind of a sour motive behind this. Because if truly this person believed what they were saying, I don't necessarily think that they would probably have stayed in PlayStation or even supported PlayStation in a more recent time. In fact, I remember actually basically clipping a small screenshot of a previous tweet that they had made, hyping the PC platform, underneath one that he had made, basically trashing the PC platform. It's weird. It really is some kind of a mental, wildness that I've never seen in my life before. In fact, when I saw this, I was like, what? This is so weird that this individual is actually the person that's doing this. If you feel me. I even had to go ahead and put that clip there just so that I could remind myself that, once in a while, you're going to see some really strange things in life. And believe you me, that was the strangest thing that I thought I'd ever seen, which was this individual coming back to slap, to basically clown on PC or attempt to clown on PC after they had already trashed. Sorry, they were coming back to attempt to, after they already praised PC, saying that if it all went downhill, they were gonna go ahead and move to PC. So what's going on here? I think the walls are closing in. A lot of these so-called fanboys have praised poor business practices, right? They've praised poor business practices all this while, and somewhere, somehow, seeing Nintendo actually do it and is about to be favored in doing it, while PlayStation just doesn't even have anything to do anymore, they're already upset. This is the tweet right here. He said this March 17th. He said, another one, PC gaming is spiraling out of control, trending on a downward spiral. I'm going to say it again. PC gaming is in the worst state it's ever been. After previously saying, nope, I'll go to PC unless a console is a totally different experience, I'm sure they're just going to 100% PC at that point. What's the point of buying a console when PC offers free online? Do you see this cognitive dissonance? Because all they want to do is console war, but they just can't do it because you need logic to actually engage in it. So when you actually throw logic away, you start sounding like you don't even know what you said yesterday because you've just been lying to everybody and yourself. Sure, I get it. Nintendo Switch 2, it's got all its trash practices and such, right? But to see PlayStation fans saying things about, oh, Game Pass is a better value or PC is a better value, it's just so weird. Like, I don't even know what to do. It's like, okay, I thought I was the one doing the videos here, telling everybody that this is where the value is. But all of a sudden, they've all become like, they've all changed. It's because they want a console war with Nintendo, but can't find anything on PlayStation's side to console war against Nintendo because both of them, they carry out business almost the same. Do you understand what I mean? If you're a Nintendo aficionado, I can understand that maybe, you like Nintendo's proposition and such, but you have to understand that it's funny to see PlayStation fans, right, not use PlayStation to try to clown Nintendo or try to put Nintendo in its place, but use PC and Xbox to do so. That should say something to you about Nintendo. If that doesn't give you a clue as to what's going down with Nintendo or where Nintendo stands right now, then I don't know what else will. But I'm just saying, just pay attention to how that's very interesting, that this is where people are now going in this particular category. You see it? Do you see it? Do you hear it? Do you see how now they're basically going ahead to talk about, well, it's on PC. I could just get the Steam Deck. Or they're making they are making the talking points. They're making the case that some of us here on PC are making. While sidestepping their own preferred platform that they've hyped for years, they shoved that PlayStation 5 fast under a bed. They shoved the PS5 Pro fast under the bed. So you won't see that they paid $750 or $750, almost $800 for the PS5 Pro for barely anything, and Nintendo is asking for more money for hardware, and they're saying, no, but the Steam Deck. What? They're not going to recover from this. Receipts are going to be gathered. Everyone's going to realize the kind of joke that they've always been, and this is going to be colossal. This is a year for gaming conversation so far. Talk to me in the comment section. Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Peace out.